Welcome back everyone. You know the drill with this series. We're going to be looking at more disturbing entities from the logs of the SCP Foundation. There's a lot to get through today, so let's not waste any more time. I'm Danny Burke and this is the top 10 scariest SCP creatures part 4. Starting off at number 10 now, we have SCP-2316. 2316 is a manifestation. It's a manifestation that appears in an undisclosed lake somewhere in the world. It's a manifestation of a group of human corpses that float on the surface of the water there. Subjects who have witnessed this report that the bodies are of human beings that they recognize, typically from their childhood. Subjects have often tried to enter the lake to touch the instances of 2316. They find though that touching one of the bodies will cause more of them to appear around them in the water. This will draw them further into the lake. Individuals who enter the lake in this way are lost forever, and to date none have been recovered. Next up at number 9 now, we have SCP-939. If you just see a picture of 939, it looks like an amphibian. A scary amphibian, but an amphibian nonetheless. This isn't any normal amphibian though. I'll stop saying amphibian now, I think. 939 is also known as with many voices. These predators are bright red, each one as big as a large adult and weighing over 400 pounds. They appear to have almost no vital organs. They lack a nervous system, heart or digestive tract, and their long heads have no eyes. The only noticeable facial feature is their long red teeth. These creatures have no brain, but that hasn't stopped them from developing an intelligent hunting tactic. If you remember earlier, I said it's known as with many voices. Well, that's because when 939 kills a person, it learns their voice forever. 939 will then use their voice to lure in the next victim. 939 will call out for help, and then when the person gets near, it will kill them with a swift bite. If by some miracle the victim manages to survive being eaten whole and can escape, 939 has one last trick up its sleeve. It exhales an amnesia-inducing chemical which leaves the victim forgetting what just happened to them. This lets 939 try its voice trick all over again, and this time it won't miss that bite. Moving on to number 8 now, we have SCP-3063. 3063 is a telepathic Class 5 reality bending fly. You heard me. That's literally what it is. On the surface it resembles an adult male housefly. It is currently believed that only one manifestation of 3063 can exist at any given time, but that is yet to be confirmed by the Foundation. Manifestations are considered destroyed when they have sustained damage that would be sufficient to kill a normal fly, at which point it will manifest somewhere else on Earth. 3063 will promise an individual anything they desire in exchange for an unspecified price. These offers will include large sums of money, the love of other individuals, political power, and reality bending abilities. It's able to read the minds of the individual to tailor its offer to them, but it won't discuss anything other than the agreement. Now of course, there's a catch. After 6.5 years, fertilized eggs will appear and hatch in the person's lungs, throat, stomach, intestines, sinuses, ear canals, and even their rectum. The newly emerged flies will then consume their host whole and breed with each other until the host dies, producing over 50 million flies. So guys, if a mind-reading fly offers you a large sum of money or power, just walk away. That's my advice. Next up, number 7 now, we have SCP-5131. To talk about this one, I have to first talk about SCP-513. 513 is a rusty cowbell. It's covered in rust which the Foundation has been unable to remove. Any noise produced by 513 immediately induces a strong anxiety in all sentient beings who hear it, regardless of their current mental state. They report feelings of being watched and having elevated heart rates. Then, roughly an hour later from this time, subjects report seeing 5131 when opening doors, walking past mirrors, turning their heads, or performing any action that results in a sudden change in visual perception. Descriptions of its appearance are largely unreliable. Test subjects are unable to provide complete accounts of sightings due to their exhaustion and degraded mental health. Upon being sighted, 5131 reportedly turns away and runs out of view before disappearing without a trace. Subjects are then stalked, assaulted in their sleep until being hounded to their untimely death, usually by suicide. Moving on to number 6 now, we have SCP-1983. Now from the outside, 1983 resembles a chemical plant. It's been nicknamed the farmhouse, and in my opinion, it's one of the creepiest buildings we've talked about in an SCP video. Here's the thing, if you enter the farmhouse without leaving the front door open, you can't leave. It's that simple. The door that would have led back outside now just leads to different rooms. You're now trapped in a maze, and you're not not alone there, but that's really not a good thing. This alternate reality is inhabited by strange creatures said to be made of shadows. They can only manifest themselves when strong light is cast, so you're advised to go against your own instincts and try and stay in the dark around them. In one of the rooms you will find a giant pile of human hearts. Yeah, this one ain't pretty. If the creatures do get hold of you, they will reach right through you, into you, and pull out your heart as if it was an apple on a tree. Then your shadow will crawl out of the heart, only to become one of the shadow creatures. Most of what the Foundation knows about 1983 comes from a journal written by an SCP agent who got stuck in the room and slowly lost his hope and sanity. The Foundation's website contains some excerpts, and it doesn't make for very light reading. Next up at number 5 now we have SCP-012. 012 is a piece of sheet music written in blood. It was discovered by archaeologist K.M. Sandoval during a dig in an Italian tomb that had been destroyed in a storm. 012 was titled On Mount Golgotha. It appeared to be incomplete. The red and black ink was first thought to be berry or perhaps natural dye, but was later found to be human blood. Even more horrifically, it was the blood of a number of different people. Two of the discovery team descended into madness upon finding 012. They attempted to use their own blood to finish the composition. This resulted in subsequent symptoms of psychosis and massive trauma. Those subjects who managed to finish a section of the piece of music immediately committed suicide. Many of their last words involved saying the piece was impossible to complete. In the years since its discovery, any attempts to perform the music have resulted in a horrific mess, with each instrument having no harmony whatsoever between each other. The music has only brought madness and death. The Foundation keeps it in a darkened room at all time, locked away where it can't hurt anyone. Moving on to number 4 now, we have SCP-3998. I'm not really sure how to start this one, if I'm honest. Basically, 3998 is a dead human body. The Foundation knows that 3998 died sometime in the late 17th century. It has no legs and is covered in 4th degree burns. Sometime after its death, its remains were collected and fashioned into a scarecrow, held together by wicker, nails and wire. Along with these severe burns, 3998 appears to have suffered blunt force trauma across its body. It constantly exudes a flammable liquid from its bones made of ethanol and human fat. Every night from 11 PM to 4 AM, 3998 ignites and is engulfed into flames. It's never harmed by the fire, but when not contained properly, the nearest person will spontaneously ignite. The people 3998 ignites are always those who have killed or physically abused a romantic partner. As its target is burning, large quantities of boiling ethanol appears in their stomach. They will vomit this up, which will ignite and further burn parts of their body. Meanwhile, their stomach violently ruptures, often splitting the victim literally in half as a result. This causes massive internal and external damage very quickly. Survivors are almost non-existent. Moving on to number 3 now, we have SCP-2539. Some roads you aren't supposed to go down. 2539 is a 3.1 kilometer stretch of road near Roehampton, New South Wales. People who drive down it disappear after about 500 meters and will later appear at the other end of the road 7 or 8 hours later. They will show signs of severe dehydration even when given supplies beforehand to prevent this. It gets stranger though. Every single person has reported that during that drive they stop for a highway patrol officer named Miriam Wells. Descriptions of this apparition match that of the real Miriam Wells, a patrol officer who disappeared in late 2009 on a routine patrol. She is usually described as wearing civilian clothes and attempting to ask for directions. In some cases, people report being able to convince the woman to join them in their vehicle. However, when they emerge from 2539 hours later, they find that in place of the woman is instead a heavily scorched and decomposed piece of human flesh in the storage compartment of the vehicle. The source of this is unknown, and the Foundation is continuing its investigation. Next up at number 2 now, we have SCP-1782. Frankly, I can't believe that I didn't include this one in a previous video. Maybe I saw it and just thought that it was too disturbing, but here it is anyway. 1782 is a room measuring 42 or 45 square meters in an abandoned apartment complex located in Kiev, Ukraine. The creepy thing about the room is that every 3 days at exactly 3:12 AM, the room changes instantaneously instantaneously. Perhaps the only thing the different versions of the room have in common is just how strange they are. The SCP monitored these changing rooms for a number of days. The first time, the report was, "Room materializes empty. The sound of metal scraping against metal can be heard. A disembodied female voice can be heard repeating the phrase, 'shakes me, makes me lighter,' until 3:12 AM. 3 days later, the room changed again, and the report read, 'Room materializes empty. Sound does not travel through the interior, although upon further inspection, a small area on the left wall of the floor pan emits a faint metallic grating noise.' 3 days after that, the report read, 'An elderly human feeding itself to a group of kakapo. Did not express pain. Appears ambivalent. The Foundation has set up a perimeter around 1782 to monitor it at all times. So far, only unmanned drones were allowed inside until they figure out whether this anomaly is a danger to people at large.' And finally, number 1 now, we have SCP-082. 082 is genetically human, however through some unknown process it has grown to giant proportions. It is 8 feet tall and weighs over 700 pounds. It has disproportionate features, large round eyes and jaw, a bulbous nose and sunken eyes. Scans have shown countless bullets and several knife and saw blades lodged into 082's flesh. 082 refers to itself as Fernand and speaks fluent French and heavily accented English. It seems civil at first, but SCP-0823 has been known to attack people. It will interrupt conversations with a victim by just devouring their head. Its jaw is strong enough to crack bone, and it seems to enjoy biting down on people's skulls. Attacks are seemingly random with no motivation whatsoever. Whether 082 has recently eaten seems to have no effect on its cannibalistic hunger. Well, there we go, another 10 SCPs in the bag. Some of you are still learning about the SCP Foundation from these very videos, and I think that's great. I want you to now go to the SCP Wiki site and find some more that you like, and let me know, because I am going to do a part 5 for this series. I can't wait. Until then, thanks for watching as always guys. My name is Danny Burke, and I will see you all in the next video.